Hi. 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 I know it's Thursday. It's Thursday. It's kind of crazy. And I curled my hair. Tomorrow night, maybe I won't curl my hair. I don't know. I just don't know. It's all in how I feel. Now, here's the thing. Hello, by the way. My name is Kiki, for those of you who don't know. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and hit the like button. Please and thank you. I appreciate that. YouTube appreciates that. They like it when you hit the like button because when you hit that, then they're like, maybe a couple more people should see this video. So then they start doing that. They push it out. Anywho, maybe tomorrow night I will straighten my hair. Not that it's does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. No one cares. I care. That sounded weird, didn't it? Sounds like my straw is screaming, but it's not. It's just a wanky straw. I need a new straw. I just need a new straw. And I figured nobody would be here today, and it's all right because I'm just going to chat, talk about a few things in my tabs of music news, entertainment news, and also, do the same thing tomorrow night. But I just said, you know what? I wasn't on last week, so I'm going to go on today because you know why? I can. So I am. It's crazy. Just crazy. It is cold and chilly here on Rhode Island after we've had a beautiful, warm past few days, week actually, which has been fantabulous. And I know that a lot of you don't like the heat, don't like the warm weather. I am all about it. For those of you who don't know, I love the summer. I love the heat. I love the sun. I love it all. It just makes me happy because then when wintertime settles in, it's flipping depressing. Can I just say that? I can say flipping. It is depressing. I don't like it. And I'm not about the winter. So, Al and I, of course, we tossed around, oh, should we move down south? And I'm like, you know what? It's just going to be the same but it'll be different. If that makes any sense at all, probably not. I know what it means in my head, but it'll be a lot of the same, just in a different way, in a different form. Yes, we could get some beautiful warm weather for most of the year if we moved south, but then with that comes other crazy things like hurricanes a lot more often, tornadoes, all of that stuff, which we don't really have to worry about here in Rhode Island. I'm just saying. I mean, we do get our hurricane here and there, but it's not as terrible as it may be in other parts of the country. Now, my dog Louie, did I turn the chat on? I feel like I didn't. Let me see something. Let me just check this out. Come on in, Lou. Maybe I didn't. I hope I did. Did I turn it on? Let's see. Oh, maybe I didn't do it. All right. So hold on. Let's do this. I'm going to go back. Please bear with me. I know this is crazy. All right. We do that. Now, I don't know. I hope the chat is on. Oh, there we go. Patty, hello. Because it looks so strange. It looked like I didn't have it on. So thank you for saying hello. Hi, Patty. Thank you for being here, by the way. I didn't think anybody was going to be here, but thank you. Thank you. So it might just be you and I, which is great. And Louis is in the background. He's being a real pain in my smush right now because he's literally right outside of this door going, so he's making noises. And if I have to get up and let him in, it is what it is. What can I say? He's been fine all day, but he knows I'm not paying attention to him and I'm not next to him and he cannot feel me being right near him. So he's going to be a smudge. And it is what it is. That's my life. My life now is Al and my cat and my dog. And my kids have got their own lives. By the way, we're on grandma watch. It's happening. I'm thinking tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking. Now, I will be live tomorrow night unless the baby is born before 6:30. or the baby is born and we have to zip to the hospital. Now, here's how it's going. Kendra is on the induction list. So it's all in the hands of the hospital and the doctor or whoever schedules these things and saying, "Okay, we're going to have you come in tomorrow to get induced, or you're going to have to wait the weekend and she might go on her own." I don't know. I saw her yesterday. Baby is so ready to come out. She's so ready. She's like, "Oh, I felt like the baby was just going to walk out of Kendra's stomach, but she didn't." So, quite interesting. It's very exciting and weird at the same time. It's just strange because it's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to be like a full-fledged grandma." Which is, it's just crazy. So I'm excited. Al's excited. It's something really happy happening. We're excited. Yeah. Patty said hoping for an easy labor. Thank you. And I'm sure Kendra is as well. We'll see what happens. You just don't know. And every birth is different, right? I feel like every birth I had, all three of them, my daughter was the worst for sure. And it ended up she never slept, still doesn't sleep. So it kind of correlated with the rest of her life. I was induced with all three of them. And Kat was the longest to come. Like she was 2 weeks late and still didn't want to come out, even though I was getting induced. She's like, "I don't think so." I mean, it was from, I don't know, 8 o'clock in the morning, and she didn't come out until like 11 at night, 11:15ish. So that was a long one. Corey and Chris, I was induced with them too, and they were easy. They were really quick. I think Corey was born at like 2:15. Chris was born around 4:30. So Chris was a little longer. He was the last one. But Kat, by far, did not want to leave inside. She's like, "This is a great hotel. I'm staying. I'm not leaving." And it was tough getting her out. So hopefully Kendra goes way easier than that. And it's true. Everybody's different. Every birth is different. I'm just lucky I didn't have to have one C-section. I was really lucky. A lot of people do, though. So that was a good thing. Patty, I hope it's all good. I hope you had a good week. I don't know if you heard, but I am going to be here tomorrow night as well, unless the baby gets born. And then I will not be able to be on at 6:30. Who knows? Who knows? If Kendra's getting induced tomorrow, maybe I'll do a live early in the day, so then we're available. Lewis, you can just come in. I'm talking to a dog like he's a human. Lou, just push the door. Hold, please. I can't. Louis, why? You have not bothered me. You can come in. You want to come in? No? I can't. And then he runs away. Oh, this is gonna be the live stream. It's just gonna be nonstop Louis chasing, which is ridiculous. I let him in and then he ran away. So Patty said, "I'm good. I'm excited for your new baby. My granddaughter is 28 months now, and she is our princess." Of course she is. Of course. And I got my little gift for the baby. I won't say what it is just because I want to give it to them first, but really cute, really sweet. And, it's a different stage of life, right? My best friend, Michelle, she's got three grandbabies, which is so insane. It was like Insta grandma big time in a big way. And she's having a great time with it. And she said they're just so cute. And it's true. Like you get to do whatever you want. You can be the cool grandma, grandpa. You can be, just the fun place to go. And I think that's what it's going to be. So I like it. Yesterday, Al and I decided we said, you know what? Kendra loves big cheese pizza in Cranston, Rhode Island. We do too. I have to say, it is now, I've been telling you guys, my favorite pizza. Favorite pizza. I will drive a little bit further to get this pizza. Hey, Peter, what is going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Peter. Well, the baby's not here yet, but she's coming any minute. Any minute. I think by tomorrow. I do. I do. So, big cheese, Cranston, Rhode Island, my favorite pizza. The crust is amazing. The pepperoni they use is spot on, really good. It crisps and curls up on the sides and is crunchy and then soft. Oh my God, it's so good. So good. So we got Kendra and Chris their own pizza. We dropped it off. Of course, my daughter's calling. Hold, please. Let's just. This is just. Hi, Kat. Hi.
Hello.
I'm actually on YouTube right now. Say hi to the audience.
Oh, hello, YouTube. Off the tour of Waco, Texas.
All right. So, do you mind showing everybody?
No, not at all.
All right. So, our daughter Kat
You see?
moved to Waco, Texas. So she is there right now. She just got there. Okay. It looks like a college campus. So you're all saying
does,
this with
right?
me. It
So this is the lake. It's not Lake Waco. It's a different, smaller lake. But it's basically what they call I guess they call it Restaurant Row, but it's really like Restaurant Pond.
okay.
Not really.
Restaurant
It's
pond.
a little pond, like surrounded by restaurants, and then there's like a little playground area over there. There's a hospital nearby, a bunch of office buildings, and I am the general manager of this bad boy.
Oh, it's a little glary, but okay. So that is called Walk-Ons, right? Walk-Ons.
Walk-On Sports Bistro. It's a Louisiana-style Cajun sports bar.
Kat, the place is huge.
Farm to table stuff, and then there's like I won't go inside right now because they're cleaning and getting set up for the day. But bar is huge. There's like a banquet area in the back. We have this huge lawn out front where I'm probably going to start doing like live music events and stuff. And then we got the beer garden over here outside.
So, guys, you're seeing this the very first time that I'm seeing it, which is kind of cool.
And here's like the patio area. So we'll do like some line dancing nights out here.
Wow.
And up there, and that garage door opens to an inside patio. Then that door leads into the dining room on the other side.
It looks nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's huge. Total capacity, it seats 625 people inside. That's not including this entire area outside. And we're 7 minutes away from the campus of Baylor University.
That's why it looks like a college campus.
Yeah, so like this is where all the restaurants over here, I guess they do like tailgating parties and stuff. Like you can see there's Fish City Grill. I don't know what that is, but I guess it's like the southern version of Bonefish.
Mm-hmm.
On this side is PF Chang's.
Oh, wow.
There is like 3 or 4 hotels on that side. This is just an office building. And then there's a Buffalo Wild Wings on that side. You can kind of see the Texas flag in the back. And then behind that, I don't know if I can zoom in, but that is a hospital on the other side of all of the buildings. So, like, I guess they have, like, a giant surgery department and all this stuff. I don't know. It's, like, apparently a well-known hospital. I'm still learning.
Well, I mean, that's great. Let's look at the hospital.
But, yeah, like, it's a very well-established place, but still, like, up-and-coming, newer development right next to the college. And the stadium, oh, my goodness. McLean Stadium at Baylor University, we drove by it last night. It is huge.
Well, Baylor University, that's like big, right? Big.
Yeah, so they just made the connection with their athletics department. Hold on, I'll turn this around since I'm walking back to the hotel now. They just made the connection with that athletics department, so I have a meeting with them next week for the first time to start setting up basically a concession stand in the stadium that I'll be running.
Oh, what?
Yeah, like run and sponsored by the restaurant, and we will be staffing it and getting the sales from it and the whole 9 yards.
And you're used to doing that, so that's pretty cool.
Right.
You are used. You did that in Myrtle Beach. Well, all right. Wait. What was the stadium you worked with in Myrtle Beach?
So that was Coastal Carolina University.
Okay.
I worked with their athletics department, but the biggest things we did with them was just marketing stuff. So would have like a tent to push people to come to the restaurant, play games like in tailgating parties and stuff, but we weren't able to sell food. At this stadium down here, we'll be able to sell food, sell like our own cocktails.
Wow.
Yes, and get the sales from that, whereas before we were just using it as marketing to
Nice.
push people to the restaurant as part of the sponsorship.
Oh, okay. So it was kind of like because you were always there at the stadium, and I don't know, it kind of felt like you were selling for the restaurant. You know what I mean? So you weren't
Well,
selling
we
for the.
were. So, like, we had a partnership with them where they would host the radio show at the restaurant every Tuesday
Mhm.
to go over, like, post game talks with the players and the coaches, what went well, what didn't, and then, like, what to expect for the upcoming games. So, that was all at the restaurant every Tuesday.
Okay.
And then every home game, we were there giving away, like, free appetizer cards. We did a giveaway every game where they would pick a lucky row, and everyone in that row would get a $20 gift card to come to the restaurant.
Oh, geez.
So so it was like a nice little partnership.
Nice. Nice. So how's the weather there so far?
It feels pretty much the same, but it's also almost 11 a.m., so I don't really know what it's going to feel like in 2 hours, but we'll find out.
Okay, so you're an hour behind us, which is good to know.
Yes.
And what about I mean, there was some pretty bad devastation in that area. Did you guys see any of that?
No.
That's good.
See any of that.
That's good.
I think you're thinking of the flooding in Houston, right?
No, there were tornadoes right near where you're at. And
yeah, no, that was like 2 hours west of where we are.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was close, but it wasn't that close.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think there's still power outages, so prayers to those people. And it's just
Absolutely.
your father has been freaking. Well, I've been freaking out too, but he's been freaking out because he's like Cat's driving right into it. Well, he's nervous. He's nervous because
But speaking of tornadoes, do you remember Mackenzie always chasing tornadoes and watching tornadoes?
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, that's so funny.
She now lives in Fort Worth. She's an hour from me.
What?
Yeah, so once we get settled and everything, I'm going to meet up with her one day I have off.
Oh, that's awesome. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will call.
We'll go watch tornadoes together.
No, please don't. If you do, don't tell me. Well, you got to tell me so then I know. All right.
But I am back at the hotel.
Oh, you're at the hotel. Okay.
And then there's the U-Haul in the car.
Like you literally just tell everybody you literally just got there.
Literally pulled in, checked into the hotel at 12:30 at night, went to work for 6:30 this morning. Just getting out now to go check out of the hotel and grab the cat and the dog and the boyfriend, and then go check into the apartment.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna turn you this way. Say bye to everybody.
Bye, everybody.
All right. I'll call you later. I love you.
All right, love you.
All right, honey. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my goodness. So this is always worrying about somebody. Always worrying about someone. And that guy, Lewis, is just gonna be I can't. And it is what it is. I'm sorry. There's no point in me even saying anything. It's Lou. I was like, how can you run a show this way? I said, this is life. This is what it is. This is live YouTube-ish thing, whatever. So anyway, that was my daughter Kat. Thanks for saying hi to her. That's so cute. I will tell her later. So I was talking about Big Cheese Pizza, best pizza ever. So we got a little pizza for ourselves, and their small is literally just enough for 2 people. However, I probably could have eaten half of a large. I was that hungry. And the other exciting thing, now I am not about during the week drinking. I'm really not. I'm not. I wait until Friday night here, literally, and I might have a cocktail on a Saturday night or something. Other than that, that's it, right? when I was checking out at the Big Cheese, this was crazy. In a little bin at the cashier, they had, I couldn't believe it, 2 bags of sangria, like red, I guess, and then I don't know if you'd call it white sangria. I don't know. But I'm like, sangria to go. It had the sign, sangria to go. I said, yo, sangria to go. Wouldn't you know? That's gonna come with me, ho ho. Like I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. And the girl's looking at me like, you're nuts. And I said, well, how do you drink it? Because it was literally like a juice box bag. I should have saved it, but I didn't. And she goes, well, you just open it and put a straw in it. I said, oh, can I have a straw? Like, I was acting like a child. And she goes, sure. L- Looking at me like I'm absolutely insane, like I had never seen this before, which I hadn't. So I was not driving, of course. Al was driving, got in the car, and I tried it. I'm going to post a video that he took of me trying it. It was so delicious. It was so good. I drank the bag was like this big. It went down really easy. I drank the whole thing. And then I came home and I was excited because I did not nap yesterday. I'm like, oh my gosh, no nap because I'm very busy all day doing things and finding jobs. And I didn't nap. So I was very excited, but I napped after I got home for a long time. And it was yeah, it hit you like that, like you just don't know, it just crept up. And I liked it, not gonna lie, it was really really good. And I said that's gonna be something I take to the beach. It would be worth going to get it pre-made in the little baggy thing and taking it to the I couldn't believe, and all I kept thinking about was this is amazing. This is just fantastic. So, hey, Nancy, what is going on? So glad you guys could be here, and Christina and Peter and Patty. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I said, I didn't think anyone was going to be here. So I appreciate you guys. Hit the like button if you can. I'd appreciate that. That's awesome. Also, another YouTuber I follow. You may want to check your settings. I don't know. Her name is One Cute Couponer. She's got, I don't know, 1 million followers or something crazy like that. She tells you about daily deals at the stores and stuff. And I watched a video of hers yesterday. She said when YouTube didn't update, I think she said 6 or 8 months ago, what happened was they reset everyone's settings. So if you were getting notifications, just say that I was going to be live, you might not get that notification because your subscription notifications were automatically turned off when they did this update. So you literally have to go back into your settings. Let me see if I can do it here. Let's see. So you go into your YouTube, you hit your profile picture, you go into the little wheel thing, which is your settings. Now you can't do this on on your desktop or laptop, only on your phone. It's through the app. So you're in your settings, right? Oh my gosh, the glare is horrific. So there's your settings, okay? And then you go to notifications, okay? Notifications. And this is like, not just, of course, for you guys watching me, but for anybody you like. So subscriptions, if this is off, so see it's on, subscriptions is on, but if I turn it off, right, it looks like that. If it's off, I'm not going to get any notifications from any of the other YouTubers I subscribe to, which is bad because I like to know when their videos come out. So make sure that's on for everybody you watch and check to see if it's on. Mine was on, I think, because I had already done that. I had already made sure my notification thing was on, but yours might not be. And that might be why you're not getting notified. I have gotten a few messages, not too many, because I don't have that many subscribers, but I have gotten a few messages. Oh, I didn't know you were going live. I didn't know you had a video. I didn't know you were on. Well, that's probably why, because if your subscriptions is turned off, you're not going to know anybody you watch is on. So check that out. Anyway, let's start getting into some news. and, see what's going on. This dog. He's growling at nothing. I just want you to know that. Like, there's nothing going on. There are no ghosts here. Lewis, Lewis, Lewis. Why? Why does he do this to me? Louie? Lou? Okay. All right, let's try to. I can't. You know what? I'm going to shut the door. Hold on. Hold, please. Whenever I say having my animals are like having toddlers, I'm not kidding you. They are literally like having children. My cat, poor thing, Mittens, she's getting so skinny, and, I don't even want to talk about it, but, the eating has gone, down, and she's lost a lot of weight, and she always wants to be with me. I'm surprised she's not crying right now, but Louis, he's a senior dog, I guess you would call it, 13, 14 years old. I mean, again, we adopted him, so I'm not quite sure, but so he's like a senior dog too. he's always going to be always. He just has to be near me at all times, which is fine. All right, so let's go and get through some of these more somber stories in the beginning before he starts up again. Okay, so this happened, let's see, today's the 30th, 3 days ago. Let's see. Doug Engel, who sang, wrote, and played organ on In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida from 1968 in the rock band Iron Butterfly. He died last Friday. He was 78 years old. No cause of death has been released yet, but let's check that. Doug Engel, because this is from a few days ago, but let's see. Dingle, cause of death. Let's see. Doug Engel. Cause of death. 2 days ago, 15 hours ago. Let's see. This is from Fox News. If we have, let's see. Doug's son, he actually put out Friday evening on May 24th of 2024. And he also went on to say, Doug Engel Jr., he also said that it's a huge loss and a crack in our family's universe, which will be a challenge navigating through this new reality. Dad was truly a wonderful person to know and to be around. He had a comical wit and always fast with comebacks that would cause spontaneous laughter, making it sometimes hard to have a serious conversation. He will be missed. And let's see. He also said, thank you, Dad, for being a father, teacher, and friend. Cherished, loving memories I will carry the rest of my days moving forward in this journey of life. And still no cause of death has been released. But again, sometimes, you really don't need to know. You just pray for the family and hope that they can get through this in this tough time. So Iron Butterfly, my goodness. I mean, Al has talked about playing In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, like just crazy. Okay, so Doug Engel, he was born in Omaha, Nebraska. He was founder of Iron Butterfly. And he founded the group in 1966 in San Diego. Boy, to have been in San Diego during the late 60s, early 70s, what a time that must have been there. That's all I can say is just, wouldn't you have wanted to have been a part of that scene? Maybe some of you were, but just, I can only imagine how amazing that must have been. And the group then went on to move to Los Angeles And let's see, other people in the group's lineup included Ron Bushy, guitarist Eric Braun, and bassist Lee Dorman. And Doug Engel wrote the song Inagata DeVito one evening while drinking a gallon of Red Mountain wine. Isn't that the best way to do anything? Like when you're home, safe and sound, just saying. And when he played the song for Ron Bushy, who wrote down the lyrics for him because I guess he couldn't, he was so intoxicated that the words, I guess, were supposed to be in the Garden of Eden. But Ron interpreted the words as Inagata DeVita. Like, wow, that was a lot of wine drinking then. That's so funny. But isn't that funny how a mistake turned into an iconic song for both him and the band? That's just great. I didn't know that. And he also co-wrote 3 other hits for the band: Soul Experience, In the Time of Our Lives, and Easy Rider. And Inagata DeVita, it says went to number 30, but I kind of feel like it was higher charting than that, but I guess not. I think charting was just so different back then. And their music has had a significant impact on rock and roll. Of course it has. And Iron Butterfly, so they got together. They were founded in 66 and broke up in 71. So a very short-lived group. And Doug toured occasionally with former members of the band, but was not involved with Iron Butterfly's later 2 albums, Scorching Beauty and Sun and Steel from 1975. And Doug actually was in the pop group for a very short time called Stark Naked and the Car Thieves in the early 70s. That was after he left Iron Butterfly. And between 1974 and 1978, he managed an RV park in LA in the National Forest. And he spent time painting houses in Oregon, Washington, and California. Very interesting. So Doug Engel had this huge hit, and left the group and went off and didn't do rock and roll anymore. That's what it sounds like to me. Isn't that crazy? Like, it's just interesting how, somebody like Doug Engel, when have you really heard his name over the past several years? I don't think I've ever even mentioned him. I don't think so. But this huge group that lasted a really short time, and the guy who wrote their biggest hit just kind of faded off into the sunset and just went away from rock and roll. You just have to wonder why. I'm sure his family knows, but it's just interesting to me. So Michelle said, I read that senior dogs can get dementia. I have read that too, but let's hope not. And Michelle also said, when my senior cat got fussy eating, she loved Spam. Really? Spam? You know what? I'll try it. If she'll eat it. She does like those, I try to give her one every day. Oh my goodness. They're like, I want to say fruit roll-ups, but of course they're not. She would never be able to chew that. And I think it would be dangerous for her. But the push-up stuff, like it's mushy and it's in a little tube. Do you know what I'm talking about? And I think they have them for kids too. What are they called? Oh my gosh. What are they called? Darn it. It's like you open the top and then you suck on it and like you push it up. Oh my God. I used to give those to my kids all the time. They were yogurt push-ups or something. I don't know. Well, they have them for cats and Louie likes them too. So I've been trying to give her that. She loves those. So, and bye, Michelle. Anyway, freeze pops. They were called something else. I think it was push-ups. Go-gurts. Go-gurts. Do you guys remember those? They're in the tube and you give them to your kids. You open the top, and they suck 'em they suck out the yogurt and push it up as they go. Well, they have the same thing for animals. And I get I don't know, I get all different kinds, like the salmon and it's like pureed food in a tube. Does that sound crazy? Go-gurts, yes, Go-gurts. Thank you, Christina. And right? Did you give those to your kids or I don't know. But anyway, so they made them for animals and I love them. And Mittens loves them. This is my second cup of iced coffee today. So I don't know if you guys remember, but I told you I transitioned back to caffeinated coffee. Kind of. So I wasn't on caffeinated coffee for a year. And it made me very sad in the beginning. And I literally had the shakes when I got off of it. But health wise, I had to. I had to get off of caffeine. And it was fine, you know. It was fine. I did okay with it, drinking decaf. And I'm like, really, it's pointless when you drink decaf coffee. But I like the flavor of coffee with milk. Like, do you want some coffee with that cream, lady? No, really not. And I tried the International Coffee Amaretto flavored cream stuff. So I do a couple of tablespoons of that. So I do half coffee, and the coffee is half decaf, half caffeinated, half milk. It's ridiculous. And then 2 tablespoons of the amaretto cream. So good. And the other day, we go to Dunkin' Donuts. Al had to get his coffee. I call him a toddler. I call him like we left the house for 20 minutes yesterday. He's like, "Can I stop and get a coffee?" I said, "We just left the house." Like, why? I know, and I sound like someone's going to say, "We don't be mean to him." Well, I'm not being mean, but we were gone 20 minutes, and he already needed something. Like he had a bottle of water in his hand. That just drives me nuts. But anyway, whatever. Can we stop at Dunkin' Donuts? I said, "Sure." So we go, and the other day I said, you know what? I'm going to order my coffee just like I drink it at home. And I don't get coffee out. I've told you guys that. I used to go to Cumbies all the time, which I do absolutely adore. Cumberland Farms, love them. But I pretty much make my own coffee at home. It's so much cheaper and it's good because I make it exactly the way I want it. And it tastes great. So we're at Dunkin' Donuts the other day, and I said, I'm just gonna say how I make my coffee and see what they say. I said, okay, yes, what would you like? Dunkin' Donuts, blah, blah, blah. But even though the person wasn't even that friendly, they weren't. They were just like, Dunkin' Donuts, welcome. What do you want? And I said, okay, hi, can I have a medium iced coffee with half coffee and half milk? I don't get like the flavored stuff at Dunkin' because it's way too sugary. Like I don't like their pump stuff. I don't like those. So just the iced coffee and milk is fine with me. And the person on the speaker goes, "What?" Just like that. "What?" I said, "An iced coffee with half coffee and half milk." Uh, okay. I'm like, I mean, that's how I drink it. And they gave it to me and it was good. It was good. It was perfect. Just the way I like it. Because I don't like the coffee taste in my face. I like a subtle coffee flavor with the addition of milk and a little bit of cream. But at Dunkin', like I said, I don't get the cream. I just get the milk and the coffee. Well, I've only done it once and it freaked them out. But I thought that was kind of good. I knew the person behind the speaker was going to be like, "What?" And they literally like, "What? What?" You got to make people stay on their toes. That's what I'm saying. And oh yeah, Christina, you can freeze them. Your grandkids love them. The Go-Gurts, yes, and I did occasionally freeze them for my kids in the summer. And they did. They liked them. All right, so moving on. This was so sad. And this happened, oh my goodness, last week. Train bassist and founding member Charlie Collin, he died at the age of 58, very young. and they sang Drops of Jupiter and Meet Virginia. He slipped in the shower. Like, how sad is that? So his sister, Carolyn Stevens, confirmed her brother's death to the Associated Press on Wednesday. He slipped and fell in the shower while house sitting for a friend in Brussels. So he wasn't even in his own home. Very, 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 very sad. And this is according to ABC News. Colin grew up in Southern California. He went to Berklee College of Music in Boston. So many people went there. It's crazy. We should get the roster and just see actually and count how many famous people went there and graduated from there, even just going there. And after college, he was in a group called Apostles. And that group disbanded. Colin moved to Singapore and he wrote jingles. And eventually, him and Rob Hotchkiss and Jimmy Stafford, who he was in the Apostles with, they moved to San Francisco and they put Train together in the early 90s with singer Pat Monahan. And then Colin brought in drummer Scott Underwood, and that was Train. And Colin played on the band's first 3 records. Their self-titled album in 1998, their 2001 Drops of Jupiter, and 2003's My Private Nation. And the last 2 peaked at number 6 on Billboard's 200. My gosh, Drops of Jupiter went 8 times platinum. That's amazing. And on that record, the Rolling Stones session pianist Chuck Leavell is on there. And it hit number 5 on the Billboard chart and earned 2 Grammys, which included Best Rock Song. And Colin left Train in 2003 due to substance abuse. And let's see. In 2015, he reunited with Hotchkiss to start a new band called Painbirds alongside Tom Lucci. In 2017, he formed another band, the side deal with Sugar Ray's Stan Frazier and the Pawn Shop Kings' Joel and Scott Owen. Let's see. And there was a post on his page after he had passed. And we don't know who wrote this, but they said, and I quote, "When I met Charlie Colin, front left, I fell in love with him. He was the sweetest guy, and what a handsome chap. Let's make a band. That's the only reasonable thing to do." It went on to read, his unique bass playing, playing a beautiful guitar work, helped get folks to notice us in SF and beyond. So it kind of leads me to believe this was someone from the band. I'll always have a warm place for him in my heart. I always tried to pull him closer, but he had a vision of his own. You're a legend, Charlie. Go charm the pants off those angels. And again, the post was unsigned. And in March, before Colin had passed, he said that Brussels was officially his favorite city, and that is on his Instagram page. And Colin worked as a musical director of the Newport Beach Film Festival. And he was a special part of the Newport Beach Film Festival family, said Tom Quartararo, co-founder of the Newport Beach Film Festival. His heart, compassion, and creativity will surely be missed. He is survived by his parents, sister, and niece. How sad is that? Really? Oh my goodness. So, so sad. I don't think there's any other recent news. Yeah, that's pretty much, from when he passed. That's like it's all the same news. Nothing new from that. Wow. Hey, Laura, how are you? Very terrible. Very, very terrible. Like, I remember reading that last week, and I said, "Oh my god, 58 years old. I'm 57." Really? It's just crazy, and it's just such a freak accident. Mm, mm-mm. So, yeah. Alright, so let's, go on to the next story here. The Justice Department is suing Ticketmaster and Live Nation. Like, these guys are always in trouble for something. Doesn't it feel like that? It feels like they always have something going on. But what does that mean for concert goers? I don't know. We're gonna find out right now. So, will the Justice Department, this is from PBS actually, will the Justice Department's lawsuit against Ticketmaster and Live Nation give concert goers and all types of fans some relief from surging ticket prices? And guys, I don't know about you, but holy macaroni. Even like the smaller shows, I cannot believe. Like all of a sudden, it seems as if ticket prices went from here to here within a very short time period. I don't get it. It's insane. I get it that inflation has just put a damper on a whole bunch of stuff. Let's face facts. Inflation's ridiculous, but can I just say something? I will say, oh, hi, Scott. Thank you for saying hi. And thank you guys for being here again. I just want to say thank you. Really. This is just spur of the moment, midweek thing, which I'm probably going to be doing a lot more of. So, you know, I think that like Al and I have just pulled back on a lot of stuff. And I think you can, there's and it's true. Like I listen to a lot of stuff on YouTube. I love YouTube. This is definitely my platform of choice. There is barely anything on traditional TV anymore. I love user created content because I feel like it's just somebody like me sitting in front of a camera. Of course, you've got people who are extreme experts in a lot of different things. And I like listening to this type of content. This is my jam now. I watch YouTube more than anything, to be honest. So I was listening to somebody this morning and a woman from the UK, and I was listening to her talk about frugality. I do listen to a bunch of things about, saving money and stuff like that. It's usually the same stuff repeated over and over again, let's be honest, but it's just all in presentation, right? So she was talking about how, she's a single woman in her late 50s and she gets by, she gets by. She doesn't do a lot of extravagant things. And then there was another woman I was listening to yesterday, and it was the same type of story. She goes, "You know what? I don't deprive myself, but I'm not going out there spending all kinds of money every single day. I'm not going out to eat every week. Do I go out to eat a couple of times a month? Yes, I do. I'm pretending I'm the other woman." And I'm sitting here going, "You know what?" Oh, and then the woman from the UK, she goes, "Stop listening to all the negative stuff about our world." And it's true. Listen, don't get me wrong. We've got things going on around us in our world that is very sad and scary and all of that. And it's true. There is nothing we can do about it. Yes, if you want to become an activist, of course you can do what you want to do. But like me, I can't do anything about it. I can't. I just can't. Do I feel sad about things? Of course I do. Oh my gosh. Like I was talking to my daughter a little while ago. For those of you who got to see her on here, I was asking her about the tornadoes in Texas. She just moved into Waco today. She just got there like at 12:30 this morning. So I feel so sad about what has happened there. And every time there's a world event, like you just feel awful. But all we can do is pray. All we can do is pray for those people and just send, if we can donate, whatever we can do to help a cause is what we can do. I am not a world leader, thank goodness. You wouldn't want that. It would not be good. Because I would just tell people to knock it off. But anyway, so there's only so much we can do. So I like the fact that the woman from the UK was saying, you know what, just stop listening to the negativity and just, you got to be smart about stuff. I so agree with that. So it was this woman from the UK and the other woman I was listening to, the woman I was listening to yesterday, she was great. I don't even, gosh, do I know? They were both really good. And if I can find their channels, let's see. I think you can do like a history thing on here. Let me see. But the woman I listened to yesterday, she so sounded like she was from Massachusetts. She did, and she was so cute. Oh, view all. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, no, I don't want you. I don't want you. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, the woman from the UK, her name is I Am Shireen. She was the one to say, like, stop talking about all the negative stuff. I love that. And the other woman who sounds like she's from Massachusetts, let's see if I can find her. And all I did was I went into my history and then I can see what I've watched because sometimes I forget. I'm like, who did I hear that from? I don't know. Oh, who is the lady? Oh, here. Oh, hold on. Hold on. She was so cute. Oh, come on. Here it is. Simply Creative Robin. Let me just write that in the chat in case you guys want to hear that stuff. So let's see. Simply Creative Robin is one. And then I Am Shireen is the other. So I liked that they were just talking about just basically don't be dumb. Really, they didn't say it in those words, but be smart with your money that you have, and you can do it. You can do it and get out of debt. Like how oh my goodness. I know this is a news and entertainment channel, but we're talking about Live Nation getting sued and all that and Ticketmaster and stuff, and ticket prices are through the roof, which I can't do it anymore. I can't. And if there's something I want to see, like the Robin person, she said she went to go to see some show. She spent $130 on a ticket, and she said, "You know what? I normally don't do that, but I really wanted to see this group." And it was America, right? Horse with no name. And she goes, "I'm so glad I did it. I had a great time." So again, and listen, I'm not Scott. I'm not saying anything about you and your shows. I'm not because that's your jam. This is what you like to do all the time. But when it comes to us trying to just get by with this economy, which is it's crazy. It really is crazy. Just like last night, Al and I we brought Chris and Kendra a pizza because she's getting ready to have a baby, and I know she loves big cheese. And I said she's going to enjoy that. Just a little something, like a little present, a little pre-baby present, and we got ourselves a little pizza. It's okay. And I'm not like, oh my gosh, my world isn't going to fall apart because I bought a couple of pizzas, but I could do it, So it's just being observant and just, when you're trying to buy that next thing that you really don't need, say, do I really need this or is it just because I want it? So it just makes a lot of sense, really. And you can listen to all of these gurus and all of that, but you just got to be smart. That's all. It's no big deal. And if you can afford to go to a concert every week, go to a concert every week. It's just that sometimes you got to just look at your finances and say, hey, I can't do that this month, or I can do it next month and I'll do it next month. But again, these ticket prices, I don't know, kids. I don't know. I looked at something and I said, I'm not paying that because it's not just me I have to get a ticket for. It's Al and myself. So it's times two. And I mean, to me, $600 for a not so great seat, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. I've decided it's not happening. It's just I can't see spending that kind of money. And you know what? I don't have it to spend it like that anymore. And it's okay. I'm going to live. I swear. Okay. So, moving on with this lawsuit that was a rant, and I'm so sorry. I hope you don't mind. So, the lawsuit between the U.S. Justice Department and Live Nation and Ticketmaster. This is happening because they want to break up Live Nation Entertainment. And back in 2010, I guess, Ticketmaster merged with Live Nation. Attorney General Merrick Garland said that the aim is to allow more competition and to let smaller players gain more of the U.S. ticket selling market, which Ticketmaster controls a whopping 70% of. And if you go to other ticket sites like SeatGeek, Vivid Seats, those are honestly the only two others I personally use. I don't do the other ones because I've heard a lot of stuff from other ones. We were actually at a show a couple of years ago, and I'll never forget it. People had tickets for front row seats. I don't remember which show it was at. I think it was at Xfinity in Massachusetts, and they were fake. I mean, the people were beside themselves because they're like, we paid so much money for these tickets. Oh my gosh. The people already sitting in their seats. And there was a big hullabaloo going on. I didn't want to be too like, what's going on? But I could hear that the people who thought they had front row seats, I don't know, they ended up sitting there with the other people because everybody was standing at one point. Hello. I mean, that's what happens. But they got in through the venue. They got into the gate, but then they couldn't sit in their seats. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that can even be. I don't know how you can get in and your ticket isn't valid, but it wasn't. There were other people sitting in their seats who had tickets for the same seats. So I don't know who they bought their tickets from, but that stuff can happen. I've heard of it more than once. It's scary because really you're paying a bunch of money for these tickets. It's insane. So anyway, let's go. Let's move on and see what else they're saying. More competition can lead to cheaper tickets. That's with anything, right? But experts say that live event lovers shouldn't expect changes anytime soon. Why would we? Because it makes too much sense. Now, on Thursday, when did this article come out? This came out 2 days ago. And this is from, like I said, PBS. The Justice Department on Thursday, so this must have been of last week, accused Live Nation of engaging in a slew of practices that have allowed it to maintain a stronghold over the live music scene. And they do pretty much control a lot. A lot of stuff is got Live Nation attached to it. They accused it of using long-term contracts to keep venues from choosing rival ticketers, blocking venues from using multiple ticket sellers, and threatening venues that they could lose money and fans if they don't choose Ticketmaster. Now, that's not nice. That's not nice. Watch me and don't watch anybody else. Who does that? Stomp your feet. You gotta like me, and I don't want you to like anybody else because then I won't like you. No. Come on. But again, this is about money. This has nothing to do with anything else but money, honey. And then the next part of the article says, does Taylor Swift have anything to do with this? And oh my God, maybe because she really went to bat for her fans. And that happened, this whole thing happened with Taylor Swift in 2022 when she actually brought to light how there is a big crack in the ticket system because people were trying to buy her tickets. They couldn't buy them. I don't remember all of the logistics, but it was a big mess. And she was upset because there were fans, I guess, in her fan club who pay money to be a part of that. And they couldn't even get their pre-sale tickets. A lot of them couldn't. And it was bad because they couldn't get them allegedly. Don't know this for sure. Because the third party ticket scalpers, whatever you call them, bought up all the tickets so they could resell them for a lot of money. That's what happened, I think, allegedly. Gotta put that word in there. So yeah, Taylor Swift probably did start this whole thing. And everything that Taylor brought out did lead to a Senate hearing about it, which was kind of cool when you think about it. I mean, whether you like Taylor or not, I like her. I think, she doesn't bother me. Some of her songs are pretty fun, actually. And I think it's pretty cool when, an artist goes to bat for their fans. I like that. I think it's nice because, we got to say too, because if there are no fans, there's no artist, right? And let's see. When you have competition, the companies are more sensitive and responsive to problems that can come up. Are they? Are they? Are companies really more responsive? Like I said, the Dunkin' Donuts people the other day, it was just like, who talks like that? It just, and then when we got our 2 drinks, it was just like they could care less. But then, oh, can I just say something? All right, let me finish this article. I'm like going on these tangents here, which is what I do. I can't help it. So ticket prices are so high, they're saying, because it was a huge surge in demand after the world shutdown. We all know because artists couldn't work. Live Nation reported last month that worldwide ticket sales for the top 100 tours in 2023 jumped 46%. That is huge compared to the previous year, bringing in $9.17 billion in sales. Billion. So the ticket sale arena is working. It's happening. People are spending the money. We'll see if that changes this year. I have a funny feeling this year's going to be a little different. I really do. I really do. My gut, my heart and soul tells me it's just going to be a bit different. Attendance at Live Nation produced events jumped 20% to a staggering 145 million last year. Now, that was last year. Remember, we had a pent up surge of demand because everything was shut down. Remember, Sammy Hagar did a show and everybody was in a plastic tent? Remember that? I think that he had the plastic tents and then he also had bench seating. It was in Florida. I don't remember where it took place, and everybody had to sit so many feet apart. Like, thank goodness that's over. I'm just throwing it out there. Thank goodness. And there was actually a restaurant here in Rhode Island. They had the bubbles outside, so how many, and it was a small place to begin with. How many people are you going to fit in there? 2 at most? They're closed now. Like, I just think the shutdown destroyed so many businesses, but live events went bananas after the world shutdown, was over, which you kind of knew that was going to happen. However, like I said, I think this year's going to be a little different. I really do. Because of the cost of everything. The top tours in 2023 was 122.84. I don't know what. Oh, that was okay. So per ticket, the top tours brought in an average of $122.84 per ticket, which was 17% higher than the year before and a 31% increase compared to the average price in 2018, because again, we had that whole glut of time when everything was down. And as anyone who has tried to get tickets knows, that service fees and ticket resales can push prices really high. Yes. Those friggin' fees, can't help it. So dumb. So stupid. Why doesn't the US Justice Department do something about the fees? Like I said before, $10 a ticket, $20 even is reasonable. Maybe 25. That's even pushing it, to be honest. But holy moly, when you're getting a percentage of the price of a ticket as a service fee, that is not right. That is not right. If you're paying $1,000 for a ticket and you're getting charged 30% of that fee, that ticket price is a fee, compared to Johnny, who just bought a $25 ticket because they had their sale, get a $25 ticket. You probably paid $25 in service fees. So I guarantee, I didn't buy any $25 tickets, but I guarantee that $25 ticket was 50 or 60. I don't know. Let me know if you got one and tell me, because I don't know. It's just a guess. But I mean, literally, when you think about it, the $25 sale for tickets a couple of weeks ago that they just had, should have been $25, maybe with a couple of bucks for a service fee. For what, I don't know. But if you're going to charge a fee, maybe a few dollars. But if you got a $25 ticket, please let us know in the comments how much you paid for that $25 ticket. For real. I want to know. I know Kathy Waddle bought some tickets. So I would like to know. Was it $25 or was it $50? Then it's not really a big deal. But I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my padushka. I don't know. So what does Ticketmaster say? Live Nation and Ticketmaster have, had their problems with artists and fans saying that, they're a monopoly, and they both say that they're not to blame for high ticket prices. Last Thursday, the lawsuit they said they won't solve the issues fans care about relating to ticket prices, service fees, and access to in-demand shows. They say that service fees go to concert venues, and that outside competition has steadily eroded Ticketmaster's market share. Service fees go to concert venues. Outside competition has steadily eroded Ticketmaster's market share. What does that mean? Because the service fee, what is that paying for? I mean, I have asked this question not millions, but quite a bit over the last few years. What does that service fee entail, and why is it a percentage of the ticket price, no matter how much it is? It should be a flat fee. I don't care how much you're paying. You can pay whatever you want. Go pay $7,000 for a Bruce Springsteen ticket. But why does it have to be a sliding scale? It should be a flat fee for everyone. Annoying, really. So unless the lawsuit is dismissed, the lawsuit could potentially be a very long trial, and it might take a year. It could take longer. And if the judge orders a breakup, there's going to be an appeal. So you're looking at years long for this thing. So what's the point? What's the point? If it's going to take years and years and years, why can't this just be settled quickly? And I think, just saying, if this were to get resolved quickly, you're probably going to make more money selling more tickets and selling out more venues. Just a thought. Patty says, I got $25 tickets with no fees for Doobies in Detroit, Ticketmaster. Well, that's, you know what? Good. Good for you. I'm glad to hear that. See, I wouldn't know because I didn't buy any. So I think that's great. No fees. Isn't that how it should be? So maybe that was the deal with the $25 ticket. So if it was $25 with no fees, I applaud them for that. And they probably sold out all of those $25 tickets. So good. I'm glad to hear that. And now I wish I had gotten some $25 tickets, but that is great. And that's how but Patty, can I ask you a question? Didn't that feel good? Buying, look I really got something on sale here. I really feel like I got a good deal. Is that how you felt, Patty? Let us know, because I would feel that way. So you know what? It's about dang time. Good. I'm glad. I'm very glad to hear that. Patty said it was amazing. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is where people are going to say, you know what? I'm going to buy more tickets because there's no fee. I don't think it was even promoted that way. Was it? Because I'll tell you, if I knew that the $25 ticket was promoted with no fees, I probably would have gotten some of those tickets. So good. Good for you. I'm glad. Fight for the people. Ticket people. That's right. We know Patty likes going to shows. Every one of you likes going to shows. That's great. All right. Let's move on. Next tab. Celine Dion. She's looking great. I'm really happy about that. That poor lady has been through so much. Brand new documentary about Celine is coming to Prime, Amazon Prime. I do not subscribe to that because what is it, like $100 a year? 90, 80 to $100 a year. I'm not doing that. Not doing it. And I don't even know if you get free shipping with it anymore. But anyway, I don't order enough stuff on Amazon. I do get all my vitamins on Amazon, but it just wouldn't be worth it for me. I mean, listen, how many things can we keep subscribing to, right? I have Hulu, which I love. Love it, love it, love it. And I like that they bring back older movies. Like Al stayed awake. Oh my gosh. The movie's called Security with Antonio Banderas. We watched that 2 nights ago. And can I just tell you something? Love him. Crazy movie. If you haven't seen, I think that's from 2018. I thought it was great, little out there, but I couldn't understand one word Antonio Banderas was saying, and I didn't care. It just didn't bother me. I It was great. You know, he's cute, and he was married to Melanie Griffith. He was married. He was married to Melanie Griffith, and remember they were just like the it couple. Did they get matching tattoos? Do they still have them? I don't know. Or did they get? I don't know. Maybe they didn't. I feel like they did. I feel like that just popped in my head. So yeah, I couldn't understand one word he said throughout pretty much most of the movie. A few things here and there when he went, like if he's screaming or something, I understood that, but I didn't know what he was saying. And it was okay. So yeah, watch Security if you haven't seen that on Hulu. So I get a Hulu and I do get Netflix. However, I got a text from Verizon, that's my cell phone carrier, the other day, and they had a deal for Netflix and Cinemax for $10. And I think I'm going to do that because my Netflix right now is 16 something, we'll say 16.50 a month. And I don't have Cinemax because I'm not getting, like I said, you can only get so much. There's so many add-ons you can get with these apps, and it will end up costing you so much money unnecessarily because how much can you watch? Like Hulu has a lot on there. So to me, it's worth it. Netflix, I feel it's worth it because they do get some newer movies on there, and I like their Netflix produced stuff. Some of it, it's really, really good. So I feel like for me, those two are good. Cinemax, I don't even know is there anything on there, but if I do the $10, that's going to save me $6.50 a month on Netflix. So I cancel my Netflix subscription and get the $10 deal, even if it's for 6 months. I save, I don't know, what's 650 times 6? You tell me, $40, 40-ish. So I'll do it just to save myself a little bit of money. So yeah, always watch your phone if you get these deals. Celine, back to Celine. So she's going to do an up close behind the scenes look in her brand new documentary. And she released on her Instagram on April 16th saying that the documentary called I Am Celine Dion will stream globally on Prime Video on June 25th. Now, back in December of last year, Celine's sister said that she no longer has control over her muscles due to the stiff person syndrome that Celine has. But I just saw her recently. Oh my gosh, was it at the Met Gala? I don't know. She was at some large event. She looked amazing, and it's great. You know, you want to see people get better. I mean, she's young, right? So hopefully she is doing better. There's no cure for this disease, I've read. Irene Taylor is the director of the documentary, and she promises a raw and honest look at Celine's battle with the stiff person syndrome that she is battling. And MGM Studios released something that said the film will also highlight the music that has guided Celine's life, while also showcasing the resilience of the human spirit. In a first look image of I Am Celine Dion shared by Amazon MGM Studios, the 5-time Grammy winner raises a defiant fist with her face wearing an expression somewhere between amusement and resilience. Let's see. So this is about a year and a half. Once the documentary comes out, it'll be about a year and a half after she revealed that she had this disease. and the disease affects 1 in a million people. So it's pretty rare. And back in December of 2022, Celine shared on her social media that unfortunately these spasms affect every aspect of my daily life, sometimes causing difficulties when I walk and not allowing me to use my vocal cords to sing the way I'm used to. How sad. And back in 2009, the director earned an Oscar nomination for Best Documentary Short Film for The Final Inch, which chronicled the fight to eradicate polio. Now, Celine has canceled all of her upcoming concerts due to her battle with the disease, and she was able to make her film acting debut in 2023's Love Again. I have not seen that. Have any of you seen that? I don't even know where you can see it. And that film co-starred Priyanka Chopra Jonas and Sam Heughan. And for that film, Celine recorded 5 new songs, including the lead single, Love Again. And the Love Again soundtrack reached number 71 on top album sales and number 20 on US soundtrack albums. And a few months later, after that, on February 4th, Celine made a surprise appearance at the Grammys to present Taylor Swift with her 4th Album of the Year trophy, which is so cool. And that was a surprise. Like, did Taylor even know about it? How crazy. Let's see. Yep, and that's that. And I read something this morning. Let me see if I can find it. Janice said, how come Hulu is not sponsoring you, right? So, I get stuff, I have to say, I get emails every single day from people who want something. Like, oh, talk about my product, do this. I'm like, I don't even know you. Like, what? I don't even know what you have. Like, I don't need to promote a cell phone clip. I don't use that. I'm not doing that. But thank you. I would love for Hulu to sponsor me. Market Basket, even. I love them. Quaker chocolate rice cakes, literally, and like Al and I have said too, and it's true, because we had a situation happen. I'm not gonna go into it, but if we believe in the business and we believe in the people running the business and we know it's a good, viable thing, something that we use, something that we trust, we will talk about it. But I am not going to be the type of person that's going to sit here and talk about something I have no knowledge about just because I'm getting some money for it. I literally can't do that. Would it be great to get sponsored by something big? Yeah, it would. But I'm not going to do that if I don't believe it or use the product. I just am not. Like, things I have put in my description for things that, send you guys to Amazon. And, even if you just use the link and buy something and you're not necessarily buying what I'm talking about, whether it be vitamins or rice cakes or whatever, we still get a little bit of a commission off of whatever you purchase on Amazon through that link. And it's great because that helps the radio station, because again, every little bit helps keep us on the air. Every little bit. Pennies helps to keep us going. So always remember that. If you shop on Amazon and you could be kind enough to just use the link in the description box, we would greatly appreciate it, because you're buying anyway. Like, I buy stuff on Amazon. I just ordered my vitamins today. Actually, it wasn't for me. It was Al's multi-vitamin gummy for men. Just ordered those actually yesterday. And I have to order one of my other ones. But anyway, so somebody else just canceled something. Hold, please. Was it? Let me see. Daniel Emmett. He's so cute. I love him. Was it them? Let me see. Just to make sure. Let me see. Yep, I think it was. Okay. So Heart, and this just popped up on my social media, even though it was announced less than 24 hours ago. We regret to inform you that all upcoming Heart performances in Europe are canceled. In late May, Ann Wilson will undergo a time sensitive but routine medical procedure for which the minimum recovery time is 6 weeks. Now they're going on tour with Journey and Def Leppard. So, and we are in late May. So I'm guessing this week is either when the operation occurred or it's occurring today or tomorrow. Is tomorrow the 1st? I don't know. The 1st is Saturday. So either today or tomorrow. Hart deeply regrets this unfortunate circumstance and hopes to return to Europe soon. Refunds will be available at point of purchase as applicable. So we don't know. Like, is that going to potentially affect their tour with Journey and Def Leppard? Even though they're only doing a certain amount of dates. But let's look up when that tour starts. Let's see. Let me see. It starts July 6th. So I guess that's only a month out. And okay, but here we go. So Hart doesn't join them until, okay, so this is probably why they planned it that way. They don't join them until July 30th. Okay, so everybody should be good. Everybody should be good, which is great. Great news. And hopefully Anne is okay. I mean, my goodness, you never like hearing stuff like that. But it's a routine procedure, they said. So Janice said, Love Again is a great movie. Watch it on Prime, I believe. So, check out anything Celine. I think it's great. J-Lo shot herself in the foot. I don't know what's going on there. Like, everybody is hating on her so bad. Oh, I didn't talk about this yet. So her and Ben are like wicked split. Yeah, like they are just, it's not happening. So let's see. Benifer. Is that what they're calling them? Benifer? Benifer. I don't know. Friends are divided if their marriage can even be saved. Is it shocking? Not really. I mean, is this marriage number 4? I don't even know. Like, to me, and I said this last time I was on, if you're not getting it right after a couple, I would think. I know people have been married 4, 5, 6 times and, oh, this is the best one. It's marriage number 10. Like, okay, I guess. But don't you have to pay all those people back there? Like, I'm just throwing it out there. You know what I mean? Like, it's expensive for these celebrities to be married, right? Oh, Jen is barely eating. What? Her weight has hit an all-time low. She is pretty thin right there. And this is on Yahoo. So J-Lo is barely eating amid her marital issues with Ben Affleck. A source told In Touch. A source. Don't know who the source is. And J-Lo was on Live with Kelly and Mark back on May 10th. And she said, I lost some weight while filming her upcoming movie, Kiss of the Spider Woman. It was all singing and dancing, which was equal parts exhilarating and exhausting as well. Now I'm ready to go. I'm the thinnest I've ever been. I'm in fighting shape right now. Fighting shape. Who's she fighting? Who's she going to beat up? Is it Ben? Maybe. Who knows? Filming began for that movie in March, just before Jen and Ben started facing troubles in their marriage. And on May 15th, In Touch was the first to exclusively say they're going to the D word, divorce. And it's only been not even 2 years since they got married in July of 2022. And at that time that they revealed it, Ben was already out. He was already out of the house. He's gone. He's out. And he's living in a rental. They have been at events for their children on May 16th and May 19th, but they've been apart. I feel like eating peanut butter right now. Why? I just literally had a vision of myself dipping the butter knife into the peanut butter jar and eating it. Just right then when I said that. I don't know why. So Jen has also been out promoting her new movie Atlas while Ben has been filming The Accountant 2 and spending time with his kids in California. And he was not with Jen at the Met Gala, who people said she was being rude when she said who the designer of her gown was. I watched that clip a few times over and I'm like, I don't know how she's being rude. The reporter person, whoever it was, asked who she was wearing. She said Scanalia. I don't know who it was. And I'm like, how is that? I didn't get it. Listen, I'm not being all J-Lo on the side of her right now, but I didn't understand why she was being rude. I didn't understand. Because like I said, I watched. I'm like, she just said who she was wearing. I don't get it. But anyway, like, oh my God, she's terrible. She's a witch. But what did she do? She was in a rush. She had to carry her gown up this. She had to go. She had to go eat something. I don't know. Jennifer is in denial, another source said, but it's over and this will go down as the divorce of the century. That's not good. That's just not good. Because, yeah, like now he's worth a lot. She's worth a lot. Let's see. How much is he worth? Let's see. How much is Ben Affleck worth? Ben Affleck net worth. So J-Lo is worth about 400 million and Ben's worth about 160 million. And he recently earned 10 million for a Dunkin' Donuts Super Bowl ad. So yes, he's worth a third less than J-Lo, but does that in the big picture, does that mean anything? Not really. I mean, like, what's another 300 million between ex-husband and wife? Because it's probably going to cost you 200 million in lawyer fees, right? I say just walk away. Just say, you know what, keep your money. I'm good. I'm good. Or give me a couple of houses and I'm good. Because the houses are going to be worth a lot. Like, would you fight for that? I don't know. But Ben looks gloomy, this other report says, amid the split. And he went to his daughter's graduation alone. He looks really like angry, but he's got a sweater on. Like, you don't wear a sweater in the summertime. I know it's like just summer almost, officially, technically. But he's got a sweat. Take the sweater off, Ben, and you won't look as heated. He looks hot. Not hot in a good way. Like, he's just like, I'm hot. I need an air conditioner hot. So it was his daughter's Violet graduation last Monday. And he looked very casual. Yeah, he was in a hot sweater. And let's see. So that's his daughter with ex-wife Jennifer Garner. And I read that him and Jennifer are spending time together. But I don't know, like, is she married? Isn't she married? I don't know what's going on. And he took off his wedding band, but then he put it back on. It's like, oh, let me not take it off because everybody noticed. But you know everybody's looking at you. You know everybody's watching you. They're watching every move you make, buddy. All right, so I'm not going to read any more about that. So that's like, that's crazy. That's just crazy to me. Hey, Cindy, what's up? What's up? And Eunice, what is going on? We love you too. Al is not here. He is, he's off out and about, doing stuff. Hit the like button, please. Thanks. Like it. Like it. I don't know if you guys know, I have another channel called Kiki Room. I have it linked in one of my videos here. And that's where I'm doing like personal vlogs and stuff. And now I can go live on there, which is kind of fun because I hit 50 subscribers. I know. It has to be on my phone. I can't do it on here. I don't think so. I don't think I can. But so I'm going to do that in the next few days or just like pop on or something. So go and follow that if you can. And let's see. Also, Walmart. If you guys go to Walmart, this is crazy. This is great. There's always things, I like following people on TikTok that talk about deals and stores and stuff like that. But this is something I don't think anyone knew about. Walmart shows that wrong prices were charged at 1,600 stores for days. So if you got something at Walmart within the past couple of weeks and you're like, why did I only pay a penny for this, $500 air conditioner? Let us know in the comments if that happened to you. If you're wondering and you just like, well, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to put it in my car because they only charge me a penny. Well, there's a reason why they only charge you a penny. So at 8:41, and this is according to Yahoo Finance, one evening in March at 8:41 p.m. Chicago time, internal warnings flashed within Walmart Incorporated about something that was happening at hundreds of its stores across the United States. So I guess this is just a US thing that happened. Let's see what happened. Shoppers scanning certain items at self checkout were seeing the wrong prices, some a lot lower. And again, I see these people going to Walmart. There's actually a couple in Massachusetts that do it. They're huge on TikTok. I don't know their name. I'm so sorry. And I haven't watched anything of theirs in a while, so I can't tell you who it is. But they go to Walmart all the time and they buy stuff to flip it and resell it. So I don't know. Like, were people even questioning this? I bet they weren't. I bet that if people were getting things for a lot lower, they're not going to go tell anybody. Some people might, but I bet a lot of people were just kind of scanning, looking around, looking at themselves in the Walmart camera. I always do that. I always wave. Paying, still like rolling their eyes, see if anybody was looking, and run out the door. I mean, were they really telling people, "Oh, I don't want to pay $100 less for that item that's 110." No, I bet you a lot of people weren't saying anything. See, because they noticed. They noticed. So, unbeknownst to everybody buying food, clothing, appliances, and everything in between. You see, I'm just reading this for the first time. All these articles I'm reading for the first time here. So, on March 19th, Walmart suffered an internal system failure that stopped price data from flowing to the self checkout stands. And that was according to Bloomberg News. So, in total, the documents show that 1,600 stores were affected by this, resulting in widespread mispricing. Did you get anything cheap? I want to know. I want to know. And I missed out on it. So 2 days after everything started, technology staff at Walmart, they were still trying to fix the issues, but it was still happening. Why am I grinning from ear to ear? That's terrible. I don't want to see anybody lose money, but like, you know, our world is being run by computers basically. I guess some people too. Some people, but mostly computers. It's the people who are inputting everything into the computers. And a lot of jobs have been lost because of computers and AI. So if maybe Walmart still had some people checking everything out, like looking at stuff and noticing things, because, Walmart does have people at the self checkout stand. Again, I am not a big Walmart person. I go occasionally. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't go. I don't go a lot though. I am not an avid Walmart shopper, but I do occasionally go if I need paper or something. So you've got your people at the self checkout, but if you had more people maybe checking out people, the people would have probably caught the whole off price thing. Just saying, just throwing it out there. Instead of throwing humans away to bring in computers, maybe bring some people back to check stuff out instead of getting rid of them and letting the computers do all the work. Because I guarantee this isn't the only time this has happened. I'm just saying. Probably a lot of glitches going on that we don't know about, we don't hear about because they don't want us to. Walmart did say that a breakdown happened within the company overcharging customers, but it didn't give any details about how many people paid too much or too little, or how much in total customers were also overcharged. So not only did people get stuff on the cheap, they were also getting overcharged. So, guys, this is just a lesson learned here. Check your receipts. Check your receipts all the time. And if you're at self checkout, you may want to also check. I've had to do it, not often because I'm not buying that much stuff anymore. I really don't buy a lot. I don't. But if you're at self checkout, you can at least see when you're scanning how much something could cost. Oh, let me scan this poker chip. Why do I have this? Oh, because I was trying to lift my laptop up a couple of weeks ago. So you're scanning the poker chip. You know the poker chip should be $1.95. Well, if you scan it and then you quickly take a look at the screen and it says $3.95, well, you get, excuse me, Walmart, self checkout person, human. This is ringing up for $2 more than it should be because that's not what it said on the shelf. It should be $1.95, not $3.95. Then they can go and fix it for you. So it's just pretty much a matter of paying attention when you're at the self checkout. You want to do it when you're in the flow. You don't want to, because listen, if you do it after you check out, and that can happen too. But then you got to go over to customer service, and sometimes you got to wait in line. And then they got to make you take everything out of your bag to see, and then they got to rescan. So if you can check it mid-flow, it's better. It's just better. So the technical issue was eventually resolved, and more than 80% of overcharged customers were reimbursed. But there's still 20% out there that got overcharged and they kept their money. Kept their money, honey. They kept it. And that might cover what they undercharged some people. Despite Walmart's efforts to make the customers whole, the pricing snafu likely still runs afoul of state and federal consumer protection laws, according to legal experts. And this isn't the only time this has happened to Walmart in recent months. You need more humans. I'm just saying. Like, isn't it true? Even Stop and Shop, and I can say this now, but you walk in Stop and Shop, where are all the people that used to be here? Where are all the people? You got to like pretty much do everything yourself. And I feel bad for the older folks or people who really, can't do a lot of that stuff themselves. Like if they have a lot of groceries and they're alone and they're subjected to going to self-checkout, it's just not right. And then the lines with the cashiers, there's so many people backed up in the lines most of the time. That's why I like Market Basket, people. That's why I like Market Basket, because they have people at every single cashier pretty much. At every cash register, you got a person and they're helpful and they bag it and they have a bagger most of the time. Sometimes they don't, like if it's early morning or something, and I'm fine with that. Cool with it. But they got people. And that's why I will drive the extra mile to go to Market Basket. First of all, they have great food. They have great rotisserie chicken. Shut up. Love it. And they're just customer friendly. I gotta talk about that too. But anyway, so Walmart, yeah, okay, we're done with that. So let me know if you were either overcharged, undercharged, or you just have no idea what's going on. Let us know. So in terms of customer service, I said I went and got the baby something at a jewelry store. And I won't name names because, again, I've told you, if it's grossly negative, I will tell you who it is, but I really don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person. But anyway, so I went to one jewelry store. I bought the gift. And I was the only person there. The only one. The only customer probably for days. Like there were two people outside smoking when I drove up, and they saw me pull up and that I was actually going to go into the store, and they're like, "Oh," threw the cigarette down and ran inside and hi, customer service was subpar, I might add. Subpar. And I wanted to have an extra service for the item. Again, I don't want to say what it is just because the baby isn't born yet. And I wanted that to be a special gift for the parents, whatever. So I wanted to have a little something extra done to it. Oh no, it's a holiday weekend and you're not going to get it for a week. I'm like, but I need it before a week is up. I want it before. Well, yeah, no, you got to come back. I'm like, really? But I bought the thing anyway, and I went to I so all right, this is what I did. Let me not skip a step. So I called our local pawn shop, not porn shop, pawn shop, and they have great stuff, by the way. They have great jewelry and everything. And I said, who can you suggest, for this additional thing? And they said, call this jeweler, either this one or this one. They gave me two names. So I called the first one because I'm familiar with them. Really nice store. And they said, we can help you. Come on in. Great. Very happy people. That I will give the name of because they were great. Baxter's Jewelers. Fantastic in Warwick, Rhode Island. When I walked in there, when I tell you, I had four sales associates talking to me. What's the occasion? Oh, congratulations. Da da da. The person who I wanted to do the extra thing to it came out, talked to me. I'm going to email you. Da da da. We're going to have it for you by early next week. Well, after the holiday. Perfect. They have a coffee bar, which I did not utilize. Um, Really nice. And the presentation was just spot on. And when I tell you, to have great customer service today, doesn't it mean everything, guys? Doesn't it mean the world when you're going to spend your hard earned money and you're going into a place and you're appreciated? Doesn't it make you feel good? Because let me tell you something, it's rare to get that now. It is. That's how I feel anyway. It is rare to get great, old fashioned, spot on customer service. And I got to tell you, young girl who checked me out at Baxter's Jewelers, she knew her stuff. And she was so all of the people there were just so well trained to be customer centric. And yesterday when I went to go pick up what I had to pick up, clearly it's a piece of jewelry. But when I had to pick it up, so there was another sales associate behind the counter and he's like, "You know what? Thank you for waiting." Now, he wasn't even waiting on me. "We'll be right one of us will be right with you." And the place was busy. But that's why, because they have great customer service. And let me just take it a step further. So I'm like, "Thank you. I'm fine." As he's like, "Yeah, but someone's going to be right with." Thank you for saying that. Thank you for letting me know someone's going to be right with me. Even though I was fine because it was nice and cool in there. It was a hot day. Looking at all the bling bling, I'm like loving it, just loving being inside of this jewelry store. And a lady comes in with her granddaughter. Now this is gonna tell you something about their customer service. Let me get this hair out of my mouth. Where is it? Where is it? The guy who had just said to me, "Someone's gonna be right with you." "Hi, Mrs. So and so." Oh my gosh. He runs out from behind the long counter, wherever he had to do, gives her a hug. This lady brought her grandchild in just to say hello to this man who's a sales associate there. And I said, "You know what? This is now going to be my jewelry store." Not that I not that I'm all buying jewelry every moment of the day. I'm not. But there's always that occasion. Like there's something I want to do to my mom's ring. I'm going there. And if there is anything I need to purchase for one of my kids or one of my grandkids, whatever, I'm going to Baxter's Jewelers in Warwick, Rhode Island. I literally, they're not sponsoring this. They have no idea. I just have to tell you, I was so turned on by their fantastic customer service. I will recommend them to anyone, anyone. And it was so refreshing to have that type of customer service and to see it in action. because you just don't see that anymore. You don't. That's like 1980s customer service that I got right there. I'm right, right. And speaking of which, there was a picture and it's burned in my brain, ladies and gentlemen, burned inside of my brain. On Facebook last week, someone posted a picture of Emerald Square Mall in Massachusetts. It's in Attleboro, North Attleboro, a mall that used to be the place to go. Like, "Ooh, we're going to Emerald Mall." Oh, and then, like, your friend's like, "Oh my gosh, really? You're going to Emerald Square Mall? Wow." Like, it was that type of because, Rhode Island, you're driving over the border to go to a mall, like, "Wow, and we're gonna go get something to eat, and we're gonna walk around. Whoa, that's amazing." So, yeah, it was that type of place. Well, so someone posted this picture last week, and they took a picture of the person they were with. So they're, on the 3rd floor, 2nd floor, whatever floor they have, and they're taking a picture of their friend across the way, waving or something, and the entire mall you could see was empty. They said this was taken at Emerald Square Mall at 2:30 in the afternoon on a Thursday, and the mall was dead. Dead. Now, granted, I've talked about this too. Malls are going by the wayside. However, I will have to bring up the fact that Warwick Mall in Warwick, Rhode Island is kicking it, people. Like I did a little video on my other channel a few weeks ago, you know, malls are just different now. It's not the same as it used to be, but I got to tell you, Warwick Mall, every time I'm driving by there now, it is crowded. There are lots of people in there. Are they buying anything? I don't know. I don't know, but there are lots of people at the mall because let's face facts, in the summertime on a rainy day, which is what we have here in Rhode Island today, what are you going to do? If you want to get out, where are you going? I mean, some crazy people are going to go to the beach. Sorry, I just burped. Excuse me. Look at the waves. Da 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 da. I'm not doing that. I'm probably going to go to the mall and walk around. No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, if I were to really have that essential need to get out of my house, I would probably go there and walk around. And they have a new movie theater that's not attached, but it's in the same parking lot. So, Warwick Mall, I got to tell you, it looks like it's picking up steam. Emerald Square Mall in Massachusetts, on the other hand, not so much. So I don't know, like, definitely. And then I'm reading the comments, and a lot of people from around the country are going, wow, like, yeah, my mall is dead, not what it used to be. And it's so true because people are shopping online. Now, let's go back to, I was going to talk about the pawn shop, PAWN, not porn shop. I don't do that. Pawn shop. So there was a conversation the other day. The pawn shop person said they're very busy and a lot of people are defaulting on their loans. That I read a long time ago is a very good indicator in how the economy is going to go forward, right? If people are defaulting on their loans at PAWN shops, that is a sign of what is to come. However, like I'm seeing people out like nuts. Like people are on the roads. There's traffic all the time. People are in the stores. People are buying stuff left and right. I don't know about online sales, but dude, like stores are busy. You can go to TJ Maxx any time of the day or night and it's busy. And people, there's a line at TJ Maxx always. But I've always said, whoever's buying for that store, man, they got a great job and they buy really good. I don't know how they sell stuff so cheap in there and good stuff. Good stuff. So I don't know. So Laura said CS is pretty much gone in stores. What is CS? What is CS? I'm sorry, Laura. Oh, customer service. Sorry. Because Patty said a lot of customer service is so lacking. Thank you. Thank you. And it's so disturbing because Isn't good customer service it just makes you feel better about spending your money, doesn't it? Doesn't it? And I have to say, Cumberland Farms, I know it's a gas station with cookies and coffee, but a majority of the people that work there are spot on kids. They're always happy, most of them. Most, let me just rephrase that. And they make you feel welcome. Not like Baxter's Jewelers. Like, that was over the top. I have to say, they were great. They were great. I will go back there any minute. Um, Cindy said, "I'm with you, Kiki. I order online." And Nancy said she loves Market Basket and customer service like that. It's so true. So, customer service, no matter what, if you get good customer service and you're spending money on whatever it is, I don't care if it's a poker chip for $1.95. You're going into someone's place of business and you're spending your money on that said chip. You want to feel good about it. You want to feel good about buying that poker chip. I just think customer service, it means everything. It really, truly does. And you know what else means everything, you guys? So I appreciate you being here. Remember to listen to Kiki.fm, greatest radio station, digital radio station. I'm not going to lie, on the planet, because Al did it. It's free in the App Store. Take a listen, download the app. It's awesome. And also, please subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Hit the like button, helps me out a tremendous amount. It costs you nothing. Also, you can go ahead and visit my other channel, my vlogging channel at Kiki Room. It's in one of the description boxes down below, or you can see a thumbnail or something like that. And I also did an interview with Foghat. Check that out if you haven't already. That was super fun. And again, thank you guys for being here so much. You guys mean everything. You do. You mean everything. I hope you have a great rest of your day and night. And I will see you guys here, unless, because we're on baby watch, unless the baby is happening before 6:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I will be here at 6:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. If I have to come on here early, I will just pop on, because again, we're on grandma and grandpa watch, baby watch, and it's happening soon. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, it's going to happen next week, but I think it's happening. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. My phone is here. Did I get a call? Let's see if I got a call or a text. Let's see, to see if, nope, nothing's happening yet, but it's happening soon. Trust me, it's happening soon. I thought it was going to happen last Friday. I had a feeling. I'm like, Friday, but maybe it'll happen tomorrow, which is Friday. So we'll see. So guys, have a great day, great night, great everything. I love you, love you, love you. And I will see you soon. See you soon. Have a great day. Bye, guys. Thank you for being here.